Mm, 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 mm. Look how it come back around though. Look how it come back around though. It was all good just a month ago. Everybody was hyped. Everybody was excited. URL was the place to be. Why does it appear that things are starting to change? The tide is starting to sway. The pendulum is starting to move. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. These the topic of conversation, man. Easy, just let's just be honest, man. What's the word? Easy the Block Captain has broke the mold for battle rap. It has broke the mold for what we thought was the I want to say the peak of battle rap. It's broke the mold for what we thought traditional mindsets were towards, you know what I'm saying, battle rap. And he's also redefined what battle rap success actually looks like. He's done that. And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't they happy, but it's kind of like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody ain't Easy to Block Captain. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thumbs up the video on the way in. I see y'all. Appreciate y'all pulling up. But long story short, man, y'all know what's going on. Easy to Block Captain. You know, he's in the algorithms. You can't really talk battle rap right now without talking about Easy to Block Captain and the moves that he's making, the partnerships that he's created. One of the biggest ones and probably the most culture shifting move is the collaboration with Remy Ma and Chrome 23. Now, you know, Easy's going so far as to say that his battles, his big battles, the bigger battles that we want to see are more than likely going to be on Chrome 23. Why? Because of the YouTube drops. It ain't even about the money. The money good, but it's the YouTube drops. And for so long, battle rap has built this narrative that URL was the epitome of battle rap. And it only mattered if you battled on the URL. Well, we've seen, you know what I'm saying? We've seen situations where that's not exactly the case. You know what I'm saying? Shout out A Ward. But we haven't seen anyone come from the URL and say this. It's different when you outside the club and you looking through the window. You like, who all in there? I'm trying to see who is that. Your brim is pressed up against the glass. Outside looking in, you can't understand. But if you inside looking out, if I'm looking outside the club and I'm looking on the street and I'm like, man, you know, this club is cool, but it's kind of confined in here. Everybody can't get into the club, but outside, I see all these opportunities. Outside, I see more people to network with. I see more people to build with. I see YouTube. I see exposure. That's where people from the inside the club are looking out. So outside the club, while most people in battle rap got their hands pressed up against the glass trying to figure out how you get into that URL club, how do you get into that tight-knit community? Some of them battle rappers on the inside trying to get out. And Easy the Block Captain just happened to be one of those people. And so you see what he's been saying, you see what he's been doing, the moves he's been making. And battle rappers, again, I don't want to say monkey see, monkey do, but I'm going to say this. This is a rinse and repeat type of culture. So my question is, if he getting YouTube drops and we see what's going on with him, do you think I should be negotiating YouTube drops? And if only people that know I'm in the club know I'm battling, what happens when the majority of the consumers are outside of the club? We're going to show you. Man, make sure y'all thumbs up the video, man. We're going to go to this shout out OTFMZ. You know, I fuck with OTFMZ. Why? Because I can go to their channel, clip their little information I need to, and keep it pushing without getting flagged. But let me show y'all what Jazz said. Shout out Harlem Legend, because this is his interview. Angry Fans co-host, he has his own YouTube channel. So this is his interview that he did with Jazz. So think about that. Think about the year that Jazz just had. Think about the year that Jazz just had and what she's been able to do. She's battled Geechee. She's battled Gaddis. She battled Vixen. She had the 2-on-2 with Farrah and Shuni and Official. One of the best 2-on-2s of the year. The problem is, though, all of that is happening inside the club. The club is URL. So if I'm not in the club, again, if I'm outside looking in, I don't know what's going on in the club. So when you come out to the club and you talking to the people outside the club, trying to get a fresh air, trying to get a breather, and you like, man, you ain't see what I just did in the club? Hell no, I'm trying to get in. How do I know if you're showcasing all your talent for a select group of people, it absolutely limits the exposure. Now, this is something that, you know what I'm saying, that the media, a lot of media have been saying for, I mean, since the app's inception, pretty much. And a lot of people have taken it for hate and for harsh criticism and unfair criticism. But the facts are the facts. At the end of the day, when you're only exposing your talent to the people in the club, that's a limited amount of people. That's not the majority. The majority is outside the club waiting in line to either get into the club or they just gonna have a good time outside the club. They're not worried about getting into the club. And once you realize there's more opportunities outside of the club, everybody's gonna want to follow suit. But here's my problem with y'all. Everybody ain't easy to block, Captain. Jazz, you can argue the fact that you need YouTube. You should have got some YouTube drops. You know what I'm saying? That's why you battle names like a Charlie Clips, a Murder Mook, a Loaded Lux. You want to battle those upper echelons type of battlers because they have the leverage, they have the tenure, they have the star power to negotiate YouTube drops. For the most part, not saying that they get every battle on YouTube, but the big battles, they get those YouTube drops. We just seen Clips and Chess YouTube drop 3 million. You telling me that 2-on-2 with the Bardashians and Farrah and Shuni wouldn't have did 1 million? You're crazy. You telling me Geechee and Jazz wouldn't have did 1 million? You're crazy. And what Eazy the Block has found out and what he's really alluding to is the fact that when you go to expand your brand outside of YouTube, or I mean outside of battle rap, and you go to negotiate these movie deals, you go to negotiate these TV shows, you go to negotiate these entertainment deals, they're going to look at the numbers. And the problem with URL talent is you cannot equate your exposure. You cannot quantify your exposure on the app. You cannot quantify your exposure on caffeine. But you can quantify your popularity on YouTube. So you're starting to see a lot of battle rappers come out and speak on the fact that they are growing frustrated, that they are growing agitated with the lack of exposure when it comes to YouTube drops. I think the URL got a problem on their hands. I think that Eazy the Block Captain has broke the mold, and what you're starting to see is a culture shift. You're going to start to see more battle rappers come out and advocate for the fact that they want exposure. They want these YouTube drops because they're seeing what these YouTube drops can create. They're seeing the opportunity. I mean, Eazy, you can't help but see it. You know what I'm saying? Again, and then you got Remy Ma making a big announcement. Hold on, Apple Watch going crazy. And YouTube just announced more profanity is allowed. Oh, URL, come back home. URL, come back home. If YouTube is going to start to expand their platform to allow more profanity on YouTube, that's gonna ease up the monetization, the monetization barriers that come with YouTube right now. Right now, you can't. The moment you cuss or the moment you upload new content to your channel, it automatically is limited on how much you can monetize. It takes literally, I would say, 2 to 3 days to fully monetize a video if you have no profanity in it. If you have no profanity in it. So if YouTube is starting to broaden their parameters on what is able to be monetized, that's a game changer. URL, now here's the problem. URL, you've been talking very greasy about YouTube. So are you gonna be willing to, you know what I'm saying, humble yourself, tuck your tail a little bit, and come back home to where it originally started at? Are you gonna be willing to do that? Because pride to get you effed up. The inability to be humble and pivot yourself will always get you messed up in the end. So I think what Eazy, the block captain, has done is completely broke the mold for battle rap and for what battle rappers see as their potential ceiling and potential earnings. Because right now, Eazy, the block captain, has no limitations on what he can potentially make. He has no ceiling on what he could potentially do. He could go, you know what I'm saying, with him being on Chrome 23, we're seeing a different matchups. Him versus Hustle right now. Lord have mercy. You crazy. Him versus Mook. Him versus Hollow. Again, with the collaboration of Chrome 23 and RBE, you're going to see, I do see that eventually you're going to see some of that RBE talent come over to Chrome 23. I do think you're going to see a Hollow to Don come to Chrome 23. I do think you might see someone like we've already seen Caution already go to Chrome 23. So I think you can see those type of matchups of Rosenberg versus Eazy the block captain on Chrome 23. You can get those type of matchups. Let me get to some of these comments. She's saying these are the same mofos that was trying to bait A Ward into joining the URL slave. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I said this. A Ward is looking like one of the smartest people in battle rap. A lot of people need to apologize to A Ward because A Ward was one of the very few that looked over this other side of the fence, looked at the yard of the URL and was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to continue to bag up my way. Yes, I might get less notoriety for my battles, but I'm going to get some of the battles that I want. And you see where he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? A year ago, Midnight Madness, I remember Sue Surf saying that A Ward wasn't going to get big names. Well, since Sue Surf said that respectfully, A Ward done got Rum Nitty. He done got Geechee. He done got Vixen. He done got Big K. So you saying he not going to get these names? He's getting these names, and when he's getting these names, they're going to YouTube. His notoriety, his popularity is going up. Think about this: if you are a COVID baby, if you are a URL COVID baby like Eazy the block captain, how much is your work actually been seen? How much of your work has really been seen? What's the word? What's the word? Make sure y'all thumb up the video. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. So again, you're seeing names like Jazz the Rapper come out and say, come out and do interviews. You're even saying battle rappers like Rum Nitty come out and say on his Twitter. Let me pull that up for y'all real quick. Let me pull it up for y'all real quick. I got y'all. So this is Rum Nitty on his Twitter on March 5th. Those 3 YouTube drops I had last year helped me win Champion of the Year. Who responds to that? Is that Tay Rock, the logo for the URL? Arguably the logo for battle rap? He said, oh no, I'm going to Bullpen, Gates of the Garden, and the Riot this year. This shit better help. All good jokes contain true shit. All good jokes contain true shit. Hey Jay, I'm actually leaving today, so I'll be in the city tonight. I'll be in the city tonight, but I'll hit your jack. So everybody's talking about YouTube and wanting the exposure. And it's like URL, your no one's saying that your business model is wrong or your business model is bad. But your business model doesn't fit everybody. That's the problem. Your business model is not for everybody. Some people can outgrow the app and you got to treat them as such. Some people can outgrow the app and you got to treat them as such. You do. On a football team, the star quarterback is not treated the same way as the 52nd man on the roster. I'm going to just be honest with you. Hell, the top 5 highest paid players are not getting the same type of treatment that, you know what I'm saying, your second and your third stringers are getting. Why? Because that you pay more for them. They have more value. When they have more value, they bring more eyes to your business. They bring more notoriety to your platform. So you can't treat your star player like your walk-on. You don't do that. People might not want to hear it, but you know what I'm saying? It's not about being, when it comes to sports teams, it's not about being fair all the time. It's not. It's different rules for everybody. I'm telling you. I've been on sports teams. I've seen star players, you know what I'm saying? I done seen star players in high school get in a fights and be able to play in games. I done seen star players in college smoke, you know what I'm saying, smoke and drink before games, go out there and still start. I done seen people, I know stories in the NFL, people doing, you know what I'm saying, illegal substances before they step on the field. It's different everywhere. At the end of the day, if you got that talent, your potential earnings is unlimited, especially if you are exposing yourself to a mass platform like a YouTube. But speaking of that, let's make a quick pivot. You said did Hitman get mad at you since you said he lost? No, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. It's you can say somebody loses a battle. It's about how you say it. I felt like he did lose the battle in the second and the third. But it's all about the way you say it. It's all about the way you say it. But shout out to Hitman. And speaking of Hitman, that's a great segue. Remy Ma, you got battle rap in a frenzy, Queen. You got battle rap in a frenzy right now. With the moves that you're making with Chrome 23, with the moves that you're making with battle rap talent like Eazy the Block Captain, signing him to an entertainment management deal. And then you take to the Chrome 23 page and say there's a big announcement coming up. And it's only one announcement we can think of. And I ain't gonna lie to you, respectfully, Hitman did kind of spill the beans on you, Remy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let him say it since you know what I'm saying? That way I ain't gonna get in trouble. What'd he say? Hitman versus Eazy on YouTube tomorrow. Let's go! A lot of y'all ain't seen this battle yet. So my question to y'all is, with Hitman and Eazy dropping today, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Chrome 23 page, how long do y'all think it's gonna take to do 1 million? Because Hitman averaged 2.2, so you know it's gonna do over 1 million. And so I asked the question on my Twitter. I said, what was the battle that took the shortest amount of time to reach 1 million views? And a lot of people are saying Cassidy versus Goods took 4 hours. They said Disaster battled somebody else and they took like 12 hours to do 1 million views. But we saying 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days. I think it's gonna take a little bit longer than that, Bumpy. I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's gonna take about a week. I think it's gonna take about a week and a half. I think when I go back to watch it, because you know what I'm saying, I was in the building, I bought the pay-per-view, and now I'll go watch it on YouTube. The biggest thing I'm gonna do is compare and contrast. Were there any edits made out of this battle? You know what I'm saying? Were there any edits made out of this battle? Can you hear, you know what I'm saying, the hecklers even more? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things I'm listening for the hecklers. I'm listening to see if there were any edits taken out of that battle. And I'm really interested to see what the feedback is gonna be. I'm really interested to see what them comments are gonna say. Cause now, again, if you was in the club of Chrome 23, saying basically, if you either watch the battle from being in the building or you watch the battle on pay-per-view or VOD, you are part of the Chrome 23 club. Now this battle is about to go out to the masses. Now we about to see what the, you know what I'm saying, what mainstream consumers are gonna say about this battle. I'm very interested to see what the comment sections is gonna say. I'll tell you this. Eazy the block captain, he's kind of put out his hit list for the next couple of opponents. He threw a Shotgun Suge name in there. He threw an Arsenal name in there. That's the name he really wants. Next is Ars. He threw John's name in there. So, you know, again, when you obviously the Murder Mook battle is another battle that's in there. But with with this partnership with Remy and Eazy and Chrome 23, you know, it's endless. It's endless to what we could possibly see, the battles we could possibly see, the cards that we could possibly come up with. I think one thing I am a little worried about, or I'm growing concerned about, is the fact that I believe that the URL will try to put a stop to battle rappers going to Chrome 23. This is something that I projected very early in Chrome 23's inception. Like all that, oh, you sis, oh, you the homie, that's all cool. But when you start competing with me, when your brand starts impeding on what I'm trying to do, at this point in time, you become competition. And you know, I hope I'm pretty sure that Chrome 23 Remy Ma realizes, you know what I'm saying, with the barriers that were put in place to get the Eazy and Hitman battle to happen in the first place. They understand where they at now. They understand that this game is definitely a dirty one. And, you know, ain't no friends in business. Ain't no friends in business. So, with that being said, Remy Ma is so needed in this culture. She's so needed in this culture because she's shaking shit up. Battle rap was at this lull, like it was on cruise control. And now this Chrome 23, this Eazy the block captain versus Hitman Holla, you know what I'm saying, the marketing, the promo, everything that has gone into it before, during, and after the battle. Remy has she, I don't want to say she's figured out her blueprint, but she can say that she ended up in the black for this card, for this event. She said she actually made her money back. She actually made money off of this event. And she hasn't even got the YouTube drop, which is gonna do millions. I'm expecting when it's all said and done, I think 6 months from now, we're gonna look at this battle and it's probably gonna have somewhere around 3 million views. I expect it to probably do somewhere around 3 million views um within the first 6 months to a year for sure. So we should see those YouTube drops stock rise, even though no one has done it since URL has left YouTube. Um, I think the stock is gonna rise on YouTube again if they are allowing more profanity in videos. That's gonna open up the opportunities for URL to come back to YouTube. What's the word? What's the word? Um, you seeing you're seeing people stock rise that are not necessarily on URL, like A War broke the mold. A War had an opportunity. He's had several opportunities to go to URL, but because of the way the landscape is shaped over there, he doesn't want to take that opportunity. The grass is not always greener on the other side, and the grass is not always the greenest for you on the other side. I think I think with the complaints that are coming out about YouTube, you got some of the biggest name in the culture talking about YouTube drops now. You got Jazz the rapper talking about YouTube and wanting YouTube drops. Hollow the Don has been advocating for that. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing this King Bow and Daylight card that's coming out next month. That has some opportunity for battle rappers to really maximize their exposure, because now you're talking about ownership and royalties to the content that you're rapping about. No, so bro, no, it's always had profanity in it. You are 1,000% correct in that. But what we're saying is that the profanity has limited the maximization of the amount of money you can make on YouTube. It has limited that. So what YouTube is doing is allowing more profanity in their content and not taking away money and demonetizing that video or that live. It's not demonetizing you for your profanity. You're still getting the green light. And if you're now able to maximize with profanity, that's going to be a game changer for you, for URL and for YouTube. I do think, I'm not saying that the URL will then pivot and start dropping everything on YouTube, but what you can see, I think, again, it's certain battles that I feel like should be on YouTube. After a certain amount of time, there are certain battles that should be on YouTube because I feel like they are culture shifting battles. One of those battles being Chess versus Eazy. There's no reason that battle should not be on YouTube. That is one of those battles that, you know what I'm saying? Again, it brings more eyes on the URL. It brings more eyes on battle rap. That battle itself would do millions. It would do 1 million views now. Like if you drop that battle today, I really think that battle would do 1 million views in a week or two. Like that battle was just that good. So I'm not saying everybody doesn't deserve YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't deserve a YouTube drop from the URL. I'm not saying that, but when you're negotiating your contract, it's something to put in there. It's something to advocate for. Maybe take less money to see if you can get a YouTube drop from the URL, or maybe it's not battling on the URL. Maybe it's taking less money from a different league, from Chrome 23, from RBE. If you have the luxury, you know what I'm saying, the bandwidth to, you know what I'm saying, to go to different leagues, maybe it's taking less money for the amount of the exposure that you're able to get. I don't know, man. It's interesting though. It's very interesting. But it looks like Remy Ma, Chrome 23, Hitman, Holla, and Eazy the Block Captain battle is going to drop today on YouTube. I'm very interested to see what the numbers are going to be like on that, because again, we all know that URL has, you know what I'm saying, they got to have 1 million followers on their channel or somewhere close to it. Chrome 23 doesn't have that. I'm very interested to see the uptick in the amount of views on the battles on the Chrome 23 page. I hopefully the subscribers jump tremendously. And then again, hopefully they get their first multi-million view battle. Hopefully they get their first multi-million view battle. But Jazz is upset. Battle rappers are upset. They looking for YouTube drops. They seeing what Eazy the Block Captain is doing, and they want some of that. They want some of that notoriety, some of that spotlight. They do, bruh. They want that. So we'll see. We'll see how it go, man. I'm gonna play this Jazz interview clip from Harlem Legend one more time, and then we got to slide. About to slide. Let me get right. Let me do this. Like, think about that, bro. For you to bust your ass for an entire year, put on great performances, and then you go out to a battle rap event where that's like literally one of few places where battle rappers can truly feel like famous. And for people to not know that you even battled in the past year is crazy. No sound, but I assume most of us ain't had no sound. Hold on. No sound. Let me get right. It should have had the sound on there. I'm gonna play it again. Let me know if y'all can hear it. If y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? That's crazy. I don't what is going on? Present. Hold on. Audio. That's crazy that y'all not getting that audio. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This only works if you a top tier. Gritty Pain, none of them bigger than Kid, Real Sick, Easy of Lou. If nobody watching, what's the purpose of YouTube drop? Only certain niggas getting millions. Oh, I already said that. Everybody ain't easy to block, Captain. Let's just be honest with you. Everybody don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't easy to block, Captain. It take a lot. Um, but I'm gonna say Caution is bigger than Real Sick is an international battler, but he also battled on iBattle. Like he also battled on our battle. So he, you know what I'm saying? Luz had moments. He just battled Twerk off of URL. Everybody, like at the end of the day, everybody ain't easy, but that goes to my point. That goes back to my point. Easy is a star quarterback. He's a star wide receiver. He's a star middle linebacker. He's a star point guard. He's a star shooting forward. Whatever sport you want him to be in, he's a star. So you got to treat a star like a star. That mean if he need only the green M&Ms by his locker, guess what? URL, he need them green M&Ms. It better not be a blue or a yellow in that joint. If he's saying that he needs a massage before and after, y'all better call somebody. You can't treat your superstars like you treat your second and third stringers. That's what this comes down to. That's what this boils down to. Because you're right. There are lesser names that are on the URL that do have YouTube drops and they don't do millions of views. But the people that are complaining are some of the names that should have YouTube drops. Like Jazz should have a YouTube drop. Shotgun should have a YouTube drop. Like Tay Rock should have a YouTube drop. Those are just names. Those are just, again, everybody, it's a small percentage that should be able to advocate and negotiate these type of amenities in their contract. But those are just, again, it's few and far between, but those are some of the names that should be able to do that. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Man, I appreciate everybody rocking with me. I got to figure out what's going on with the audio because it says that I got everything hooked up right. So I'm confused on why y'all couldn't hear that video. But I'm going to get that right, man. I'm headed back to St. Louis today. We're going back to the crib. We got it's the last day of sentencing for my sister tomorrow. So finally that'll be done and over with. But I am looking to do some in-person interviews this weekend. So I think I'm trying to get up with B-Mac, KD, and MVP this weekend. So hopefully I can do that. So y'all should see that interview coming up. We also got Coffee Brown. We got Coffee back on the channel next Tuesday, man. So temperature check Tuesday. We got Coffee Brown. We're gonna be talking about her return back to battle rap. Obviously, we're talking about the Kings versus Queen battle in New Jersey twerk. And we're gonna get into a lot, man. We definitely are, man. Make sure that y'all again like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all go to Bumpy Bars and support him as another media in this thing. Support other media, man. Support battle rap. Support anybody that's really trying to do good work in this thing because it's definitely difficult, and it is exactly that, a lot of work. But y'all know what it is and what I do, and y'all definitely know that this is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and you know the motto. We ain't just getting started. I've been here. Appreciate y'all.